There was a time in my life when strength looked like needing someone else to rescue me. I thought that being feminine meant sitting back and waiting for someone else to handle everything for me. But lately, God has been teaching me something different. He has been teaching me that the Proverbs 31 woman was not weak, she was wise, she was capable, she was resourceful, and she used her hands. She set about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. And today I understand that scripture differently. I had to walk down to one of the vacant houses. The door wasn't locking the way that it needed to. The batteries needed to be changed. Things needed to be fixed. And honestly, for a moment, I almost called someone else to do it for me. But God whispered to me, "You can do this." And sometimes that's how wisdom speaks. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly. You can do this. So I grabbed my toolbox and I walked down the street, and step by step I handled what needed to be handled. And while I was fixing the door, God started to minister to me, because the Proverbs 31 woman was never just about cooking a meal and dressing nice. She was a woman of wisdom, a woman of stewardship, a woman who handled business, a woman who paid attention to what was needed, and she wasn't afraid to work with her hands. And I think sometimes we reduce her down to just aesthetics and forget that she was disciplined, she was determined, she was organized, she was dependable, and she was willing to work. There is something powerful about a woman who stops doubting herself long enough to simply do what God has placed in front of her. Not because she knows everything, not because she thinks she's perfect, but because she trusts God will help her figure it out. That's what today reminded me of. Sometimes wisdom looks like getting up and handling it. Sometimes wisdom looks like learning to stop doubting yourself. Sometimes wisdom looks like realizing you are more capable than trauma told you you were. And no, it is not about becoming hard. It isn't about I don't need anyone. It's not about what I can't do or what someone can't do for me. That is not what none of this is about. It's about understanding that God can strengthen your hands too. It's about understanding that being soft and being capable can exist in the same space at the same time. You can love deeply and still know how to handle responsibilities on your own. You can be gentle and wise. You can pray and still know how to pick up your own toolbox and get the job done. And as I walk back home carrying these tools, I realized something. God is teaching me how to trust the woman he's growing me into. Not to fear that version of me, but not but to walk in that version of me. Not to be fearful of that version, not to be insecure, and not to second guess anything. But the wise woman that I am, I know that I got this. The Proverbs 31 woman is who I'm standing up and who I am. The Proverbs 31 woman understands that wisdom is not something that you speak, it's something that you live. Once you become a Proverbs 31 woman, your name also becomes wisdom. She is wisdom and she is you.